Hi everyone! Today we will learn how to draw a Stegosaurus. If you don't know what a Stegosaurus is, it is a plant-eating dinosaur and it has plates and spikes on its tails. Now, I am not a dino expert, but I believe that they have the spikes and the plates to protect themselves against the other dinosaurs. Now let's start. What you will need is a pencil with eraser, or if you have a pencil with eraser, that's great. I will use an orange marker. You can use crayons or coloring pencil if you want to. I will use a yellow-green marker and a brown marker. So it depends on what you want to use. You can use crayons as well if you want. So it depends on what you have. Okay. Now we will start with the pencil. So grab your pencil and we will start with the pencil. So to draw a Stegosaurus, we will start with a curved line on the back. And it looks like this. Good curved line. There you go. Just a curved line. Let me see if I like that. I think that's good enough. A good curved line for the back of the Stegosaurus. Now the next step would be to add to draw the head of the Stegosaurus. So we will draw the head. So first is you will draw kind of like a curved line, and then you will go straight. Now the Stegosaurus got a small head, and it's a little bit pointy for the mouth. So we will draw like kind of like a pointy mouth first, like that. Like a pointy, not too pointy. It's just a pointy mouth, and then we will go back like that. And now we can draw the tail, and then we will go back as well. So we got the head and the tail and the back of the Stegosaurus. Now I'm erasing it because I want to go a little bit straight this way. So now we got the head, the back, and the tail. Now if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too fast, pause the video and play the video when you're ready, because we are going to draw the legs and the hands now. So I will just call it the hands and the legs so that we won't get confused. So we'll start with the legs first. To draw the legs, first we will draw a straight line going down, and then a straight line going this way, and then kind of like a curved line like that, and we will go back up. That is the first leg. And then next step is to draw a straight line again. Then we will draw a straight line going down, straight line going this way across, a curved line, and we will go back up. Right? I hope you got this right. If you did not, feel free to pause the video and try again. You can erase your work right now and fix what you need to fix, and see if there is anything that you need to adjust. Now the next step is to draw the belly. So kind of like a small belly. You can make it a little bit curvy if you want. So I made it a little bit curvy. Now what you're gonna do now is you will draw the legs, or the arm. I would say the arms. So go down straight. Same thing that we did here, we're gonna do it here. So straight line, curved line, and then you go back up Same thing, a little bit of space. Straight line going down. Straight line going this way. Little bit of a curved line. And we go back up. Now the thing is, we need to connect this line to this line. So I will need to adjust my lines here. I think I probably draw the head of the Stegosaurus here kind of long, so maybe I need to adjust that as well. So if you find your drawing a little bit long, I mean the head of your Stegosaurus a little bit long, maybe you can adjust that, because I believe that it's a little bit long, I think. So of course I made mistakes here as well. I'm showing you, so don't feel like you're the only one who make mistakes. I make mistakes as well. So I'm adjusting it now because I believe it's a little bit long. So the head of the Stegosaurus is a little bit pointy, and it's small compared to the size of the body. So that is the idea, like a little bit pointy head, and the head is really small compared to the body. So that is interesting. Now this is the fun part, adding the plates and the spikes, or the spikes I would say. Let's just call it spikes, so that I think it's more interesting that way. So let's just call it spikes. Now let's just call it plates. I think that is the right term. So let's start with the plates. The plates, to draw them, it's a little bit pointy. No, I think it is pointy. So draw kind of like a pointy, kind of like a triangle shape, right? Kind of like a triangle shape. And then we will draw like a lot of like kind of like triangle shapes like that. We will go. As you notice, I did not complete the triangle shape by adding a line going this way. So it's just the top part. That's what I'm doing right now. You can do that as well. Because the reason why I did this first is because so that I can see where my plates will go, so we can plan it out. That will go there, and this one will go here. You may want to stop at the end of the tail, because at the end of the tail, that is where we will add the spikes later. Now to complete the plates, all you need to do is to draw from, notice the distance of the kind of like the triangle line shape to the body, so it's not too far. Make sure that your triangles are not too far from the body, because we will connect that using a line going this way, and it will be the opposite on the other side. Okay, you want your plates to look like that on each of them. So pause the video right now. Feel free to adjust your drawing if it doesn't look like this, if it's not closer to the body of the dinosaur, if your triangle line, I would say, are not close to the body of the dinosaur or the Stegosaurus. So what I'm doing right now is actually just having fun with it, completing it by adding the lines going to the body of dinosaur. And I believe that looks really great. I hope your work looks the same way. Honestly, I can add more in the back, like more triangle shapes in the back, but maybe you can add it for me if you want, because I believe that there's a lot more, or should be a lot more, but I'll just leave it that way because it looks great to me right now. What you're gonna do now is add the spikes in the back of its tail, like all the way back here. So kind of like one spike, 2 spikes. So there you go. I think I like that. Maybe I should add more. Now I'm just gonna leave it like this. If you want to add more, maybe you can. Now let's draw the eyes and the mouth. And there you go. You got the shape of the Stegosaurus. I hope your drawing looks really great. If it doesn't look great, pause the video right now, adjust what you need to adjust, and make your drawing look great, as the best as you can. Maybe you can make yours better than what I have here. This is just kind of like the steps and how I draw the Stegosaurus in an easy way. Alright. Now I will be using a Sharpie to trace my lines because I like my lines. So if you don't like your lines, feel free to adjust that now. So I will be using a marker now to trace my lines. So if you are going to use a marker as well, be careful when you trace your lines, because you don't want to make a mistake this time and ruin your beautiful drawing. You don't want to do that. So be really careful when you trace your lines. Oh, I made a mistake there. I just said be careful. Oh no. I have to go slow. Now, why did I use a pencil first? So that I can make mistakes before I draw it using a marker. Or trace my lines using a marker. Now, what is the color of the Stegosaurus? As far as I know, the color of the Stegosaurus is green. The body is green. And the spikes, the plates and the spikes are brown. And there should be orange at the kind of like the belly and underneath the head or the neck of the Stegosaurus. So let's color it up. I will start with the green, but maybe before we do that, we can erase the lines, the pencil mark. When you erase your pencil mark or your lines, make sure your marker is already dry. So wait for a little bit. It doesn't take too long for the marker to dry, so wait a little bit and you can erase the lines to clean up your drawing. So to make it look more neat. It's great to make your drawing look neat. So it will look clean. Clean up your work now if you want, if you're ready. This is part of the art making. Make sure that your work looks neat, so that it looks great and presentable. It's probably most artists would forget is to make their work look neat, I guess. So make your work look neat and have fun with the colors. Fun part is adding the colors. So I will use brown. This time let me use a brown crayon because I usually use markers. So this time I will be using crayons, so that for those who like to use crayons would see that it is possible to use crayons. So I'm using crayons. Now for those who are learning how to color, I would say color the outside first, the lines outside, before you color the inside, so that you don't go outside the lines, so that your work will look neat when you add color to it. So color the outside first. I can color the spikes as well. And it is time to color the body. I will be using a marker this time. If you want, you can use color pencil, or crayons, or a marker. I hope you are having fun right now, because this is really fun to draw. You can color the leg as well, the legs. I'm leaving that white, and this part a little bit of white here, because I will be adding the orange later to make it look great. This part as well, I will add color here. And I think that's good enough. Let me add the orange. This time I will be using a color pencil. So I've used everything. So from markers, color pencil, and crayons. I'm just showing you that it is possible to use any materials that you have. So I colored the bottom orange from the neck, the belly, and the bottom of the tail. And there you go. That's my Stegosaurus. I hope you like this video. Alright, I will see you again. Have a great day.